Hello and welcome to Organic Edible Garden. Today we're going to look at pruning a citrus. And today our citrus is a much loved clementine mandarin. And we'll do a health check on our broccoli. For the job, it's really important that you have a sharp pair of secateurs. Our secateurs here are quite blunt, so we're using a sharpening stone, which is available from any good hardware store. On a sloping blade, you want to sharpen on a 45-degree angle. Do this in a circular manner. Then turn the secateurs over, and on the flat side, sharpen on about a 5-degree angle. Now we're ready to sterilize our secateurs. Again, with this, we're going to dip them in methylated spirits for a few seconds, shake it off, and they're ready to go. You'll need a larger pair of loppers as well. First of all, we'll sterilize the loppers, and then we can make a start on the larger limbs on the tree. With a tree this size, it's important only to cut about a third away a year, unlike a deciduous tree which you can chop at least half. So with a tree this size, we want to cut the center out. It's getting tall enough, so we're going to start in the middle branches. Now we've opened up the centre of the tree, light and air can now move in. It's now time to go to the smaller secateurs and prune out the smaller branches. In a branch like this, which you've got 5 shoots, we're going to put it down to 3 shoots. We're going to take the 2 centres out. This will open up the tree, give more light and air movement. It may give you fewer mandarins, but they'll be bigger. On this branch, we're going to cut out the spindly branches and keep the strong ones. And while we're here, any branch that looks like it's dead, that can come off as well. Basically what I'm doing is I'm chopping out all of these small branches that are of no use in the future and just crowd the tree. This dead branch is the result of lemon borer. You can see where the borer's gone in through the tree and out the other end. It's obviously still in this tree, so we're going to have to take off this branch until we can find where it's gone. So we'll cut the next piece off, and the hole is still there. So we've got to go further. So the lemon borer is somewhere in this piece of wood. So we need to find it and kill it. We're chopping the twig in half. We've also chopped the lemon borer in half. If you can't do that, getting a piece of wire and sticking it through the hole until you can stab that borer is the best way to go. If you throw it away and it's still alive, it can still hatch and come back and invade your citrus tree. The light is now shining into the centre of the tree. This will help with some of the problems we have on the tree. In this case, we've got some sooty mould. The sooty mould we have here is a result of an insect. It's sucking the goodness out of the leaf, and the sooty mould is growing on the secretion from the leaf. You can get rid of the sooty mould by spraying a winter oil or a neem oil, which will get rid of the insect and in turn get rid of the mould. When spraying neem or a good winter oil, it's got to be sprayed on during the early evening or late afternoon. In this way the sun won't burn the leaves. Now is also the time to feed it a good fertiliser. In this case we're going to use sheep pellets and some volcanic rock. Always put the sheep pellets or any fertiliser around the drip line of the tree where they absorb most of the nutrients. If your citrus tree has yellowing of the leaves, it'll most likely be a magnesium deficiency. And with that, we're going to cure it with Epsom salts. We're going to add 1 handful of salt to a bucket of water. This can be done twice a year. Then we need to stir the salts into water to dissolve them. By pouring it over the leaves, the salts get more readily absorbed by the plant. Now that our broccoli are growing really well, we're going to do a bit of garden maintenance to make them even look better. Today we're going to add some additives to the soil, and they include things like sheep pellets and well composted chicken manure. We're also going to add a bit of compost on top, and that will keep the weeds down and the moisture in the soil. While looking at the broccoli, we can notice that some of the leaves have been eaten. This is done by the white butterfly. For your white butterfly problems, the best thing I've found is organic caterpillar control. You use about 1/4 teaspoon in a litre of water. In this case, this recycled bottle here is about 500 mils, so we need only 1/8 teaspoon. We'll top it up with water and give it a good shake. It doesn't matter if you spray during the day or the evening. It's not an oil or a chemical, so it's not going to damage the leaves. Another good organic control is neem. In this case, you can buy neem granules or neem pellets from most garden centres or hardware stores. Neem is a good soil conditioner, but it gets absorbed by the plants and taken up systemically. They last for about 5 to 6 weeks and repel the white butterfly and other insects that can affect your brassicas.